I was muted. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of UHS Presents. I am here today. You know me, I'm Sarah, and I'm here today. Back with Lori. Lori's
I'm
back.
here. I'm alive, sort of.
Conscious is all we really need at this point, right?
Yes,
Conscious and a baseline function. That's the important thing. We're good.
I know words.
That's all I ask of you. That's all I ask of you. Hey, Katie. Katie's here. Katie's here already.
Hey,
Usually you pop in like 5 minutes after. Oh wait, no, we went live 5 minutes late. That's why.
There you go.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what do we have for news today? Like UHS news, because we got some, I think, right?
Yeah, sure. We're launching Elsewhere 3 next week, next Tuesday, the 15th.
Tuesday, yes.
We have the pre-launch page up. If you haven't already subscribed, do we have a link for that I can just put?
Is that just if they go to the Kickstarter link from on the website? Yeah. Then I do have that.
Yeah, last I checked, we were really close to 200 followers. So if you guys haven't followed yet, please follow, because the more followers we get, the higher our listing gets bumped and everything is good, and we give away more free shit. So just go follow the page. The book is almost completely done. I got the like the final mock-up, I guess we could call it, from John yesterday, and I'm setting it up, and I'm waiting on the final cover colors from Headwind. And I just got the art for the table of contents, which we can show off, by John Kutzer. I'm so excited because it's friggin' beautiful. And we're gonna offer it on the campaign as probably as a stretch goal print.
I'm so excited for that because I saw a couple of the progress pics and I was like, wow, this is really pretty. And then when you showed me that most recent one, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is gorgeous. Do you have a cat problem?
I do, and I can't read. He's just out of my reach. Come here, you fucker.
Good times. It's so funny. Like I've never. They're always like they fuck off into outer space whenever I go live, and everybody wants to see the cats. Like we could just literally have a whole show of nothing but just the cats in front of the camera, and everybody would love it. But they never are here. They're dicks.
They don't want to be in front of the camera. They want to knock the goddamn thing over. That's what they want to do.
That too. I had was it last week or 2 shows ago? Bob decided to jump up here, and you know, Bob, like he bulldozed the entire fucking desk because he's humongous. So
25 pounds.
Bruce Lee on YouTube is here. Hi. Hey. Thanks for joining us. So oh, and Katie said, whenever my dogs are around, all you get is feet in the camera, which I do recall. So tonight we are talking with well, obviously it's Free Comic Book Day. I'm sure that's why plenty of people have showed up, as like, what free comic are we giving away today? And clue number 1 is our guest for the evening. And I know you all know him, is Morgan Iverson, so let's bring him on. Hey Morgan.
Hey.
What's up, everybody?
Thanks for joining us for tonight's show.
Thank you for inviting me.
And you have a Kickstarter happening.
I do.
So that is what we want to talk to you about tonight. So do you want to tell us about your Kickstarter?
Sure. So we're doing Lumberjax number 3. I think I don't remember when we closed out Lumberjax number 2 last year. But it was a successful campaign, shipped out everything. And now we're back for Lumberjax number 3, where, I mean, I've always been a fan of hero stories that evolve and have to have the hero kind of raise their level, or at least raise the threat level to the hero per episode. And Lumberjax number 3 is a big step up with the challenges that he's facing. So for those who haven't seen the page, there's some new blood, some new villains. They're called the Dark Bloods, triplet sisters, Witches Coven, and their Warlock Conjure are going to be the main threats in this comic. I can't wait for people to see how it ties together. For people that read Lumberjax number 2, the Preacher will be back because people seem to like the Preacher. So he is back in this comic. and he is still wreaking havoc. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. I am very excited about the covers. Like Veronica has been coloring them. Veronica Smith has been coloring the covers, and she did that, and she just finished Mike's earlier today too. So I'm very excited to get that put on the page so people can see them.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah.
awesome. So
Yep.
for people who haven't read Lumberjacks, like how would you pitch it?
So Lumberjacks is it's more than one way to pitch it, but I think as far as like what Lumberjacks is about how we as people can have natural gifts, or you can have a natural call into something, but trauma in your life can have you run from that for different reasons, for various reasons, or have you afraid to embrace it. And Lumberjax has spent his life doing that. He's a refugee from Ethiopia that ended up in New Orleans because his kingdom got overthrown back home. And he was given an ancient mantle by his grandfather before he left, and told how important it is that he accepts his mantle and accepts his destiny. But he's gone through too much. And he doesn't really believe in spiritual things anymore. Or he does, but only when you force it in his face. And I think a lot of us, when you're dealing with the unknown, you're afraid of it until you are forced with no other recourse but to deal with it. You know what I mean? And I've always thought that was interesting. Like I've been into ghosts and stuff since I was little. And I've had my own experiences. So I feel how I feel about it. And I don't feel any shame about telling other people. But there are other people that just don't believe in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Until it happens to you. You know what I'm saying? And when something that you don't understand happens to you, then it forces you to have to either say, okay, am I crazy? Or did this really happen? And if it did really happen, what does that mean for the rest of the world? And Lumberjacks has really been struggling with that in the series. In the origin novel, it tells you all the background information. As we go through the comics, it's going to continue to ramp up with him having that fight within himself.
Yeah, I think I got 1 and 2 in the last Kickstarter, and I was so it actually came on a Monday. It arrived here on a Monday, and I was so excited. I was like, I showed everybody. I was like, hey, look what I got today. I'm gonna read this later, and yeah, it was really exciting. So I'm excited for number 3, and since today is Free Comic Book Day, you did graciously share a comic with us. Which one did you give us?
I think it was Lumberjacks number 1.
Lumberjacks 1. So yeah, like now is the perfect opportunity for anybody watching who has not yet jumped into the Lumberjacks universe. Now you're never going to get a better chance, because you literally are getting the very first issue for free right now. I mean, it's digital, but you get to read it for free and make your decision. Like, yeah, I want to know more. So, I lost the link for you. Where the hell did the link go?
I was
going to show your Kickstarter, but I can't find the link.
I just put it in a private chat.
Thank you.
I do need to put I actually need to update. Danny's working on the graphics to get the reward, like how you make the rewards here to show off like exactly how to look. But I do have the covers at the bottom, but I need to edit in Mike's, because Mike's just got colored. So I'm gonna put that in there too.
Excellent. Does that work when I try and zoom in? Does it actually? Oh, it does. Cool. Yeah. So you're doing. It looks like you're kicking ass over here. You made your goal. You got over 100 backers, and you still got plenty of time to do even better. So
we are definitely. Me and Danny are breaking our brains against the. No, we're not breaking our brains. We're running our heads into the wall, trying to figure out other things that we can do to get people interested in pledging. Because I mean, we've been getting really good engagement, and it's like we have a post in one of the groups that we got like 300 likes and some comments and stuff, but it's not converted into pledges. So like I've been beating myself in the head trying to figure out what we can do to change that, and to this point it has not become apparent to me yet. So somebody please let me know. Somebody please tell me.
My mouse, my computer mouse is just protesting because I was scrolling through and all of a sudden it stopped and I'm just sitting over here like shaking it and shit and it's not doing anything. There it goes. It was like, well, I guess Lori's in charge of operating everything now. Oh, I didn't even. I was in here to grab information earlier, and I didn't even see this picture of you guys. Such a cute team.
I am definitely excited to have Veronica on coloring because I've been wanting to work with her for a while.
That's
and she destroyed like Kanan White did. The cover that's like been having people go crazy. Now I am uploading Mike's because his is insane too. But that Kanan White cover has been making people go crazy, and that's the one we've been getting all the hits on. But Veronica just, my God, she blew my mind with the colors. Like it looked great in black and white, but when she put the colors up there, I was just like, good grief. Oh, that was the one that you just saw was Katie did that. That's for another comic that I have called Solitary.
Yeah. Lori just popped the link to the Kickstarter in the comments here. So if you guys are interested in going to the page that you're seeing on the screen right now, just go into the comments and click that. It's a long one. You don't want to try and have me read it to you because I'll fuck it up.
Hey, Guida.
And yeah, I remember I think Katie was showing it to me. She was showing me her progress, private chat, and she really, I think she really enjoyed doing it. Like Katie's here today, so she's here so we can get a little first person perspective on how she felt. But I know she was lots of frustration from anatomy, was it? Because like before I dragged Katie kicking and screaming into Elsewhere #2, she's always I don't do people very well, which of course we knew was bullshit because of course you do well, Katie. You're excellent at everything that you draw. Except for kittens, because I have only ever seen you do one kitten. So, well, actually, technically, he was a full-grown cat, so we don't know. Hey, I have that right here. Do you guys want to see it, Lori? I don't think I ever showed anybody like publicly, but I moved it, so I was gonna hang it back up. Katie did this. Can you see him?
That's insane.
That's my cat Bucky.
It looks like a picture though. That's incredible. That's what I'm saying. Because me and Katie talked about that when she was working on the piece. I was like, Katie, you don't understand how good this looks, like because she's a perfectionist, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? So she looks at everything, like to the minute detail, and I get it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I love working with her to do that piece because I saw her do something for Lori. I forgot what it was for. I forgot what it was for, but I saw her do a piece, and it was exactly the mood, or similar to the mood that I wanted to set for that. Oh,
was it that thing for John? Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. I mean, she has some amazing versatility because I know everybody. Like when I first was introduced to her art, it was all animals. Wildlife, that's the word. It was all these wildlife and landscapes and very photorealistic stuff, and it was gorgeous. But I was like, oh, so she does photorealistic animal paintings, but no, she does like everything. So yeah, Katie's got a very good range. Listen to us just pouring praise all over Katie, and she's not even on screen with us today.
Well, I wanted to mention too, because Guida showed up, and he's your artist for Lumberjax, right? And
yes,
he is like, I don't know, are there some interior pages we can show?
The first interior page we have colored is at the top. It's right up under the story where I put the video. That is one of the pages from the actual comic.
He's incredible.
Yeah, Guida.
The colors in this are beautiful.
Yeah, Guida. I know. I just saw him drop in. What's up, bro? Yeah, Guida is incredible. We're still working on the pages and finishing layouts. And then as soon as we get them finished, sending them over to Veronica. Veronica is kind of like Fish Lee. Like she can put incredibly masterful colors together on something and like this. I mean, it's insane. So we're really looking forward to. I mean, we still got, I think, 22 days left in the campaign. So they're just pouring through that, and I'm really excited for people to see it. Mostly because, like I said, like this comic steps up into I'm really starting to be able to kind of push into the spiritual side of things, and it's not horror, but it has its elements. It has its time periods where it's gonna feel like that, and I'm really looking forward to showing people that, because the character model that Guida showed me for how he's gonna draw the sisters is. I don't know if you guys have seen The Conjuring, and the nun that's in The Conjuring too, but that's all I'm gonna say is
I have, but now I'm like, maybe I don't want to see this book.
I don't know. I just know when you notice the whole thing isn't like that. It's just like I said, one of the things that Lumberjax does, and one of the reasons that I picked New Orleans is because there's so much melding of cultures in New Orleans and different cultural backgrounds, from different religions to different just cultures to having Mardi Gras. Like I was excited to do Lumberjax #2 because I was doing it during Mardi Gras, and this book picks up after what we're calling the massacre of Mardi Gras. Jax is still trying to help fight them off when the Dark Bloods show up and are getting ready to unleash hell. So, but Jax also has a life-altering, something life-altering happens during the comic that makes it where he can't run anymore. And his decision and what he decides to do is going to be a big one for him in the universe and help push the story arc forward, because we're finishing the story arc in the next comic, and this really ramps it up for you to know what's getting ready to happen. So I'm really excited about it.
That sounds amazing. I am excited. Like, I mean, somewhat less so if I'm gonna see the nun from The Conjuring, but like
you're not gonna be able to sleep.
Well-placed horror, I'm down for it, because like if it's like, it's not like that stuff that they throw it in your face all the time, and then but so as long as it's well placed, I'm always
yeah, nah, it's definitely like the comic that I'm gonna like. So my first straight horror comic is Solitary, the one that you saw the picture of that Katie did, and that one I hope I can launch it this year, but we'll see, because I need to finish Lumberjax's arc, and then Harlem, the first edition of Harlem is going to come out this year. So hopefully I can get the Solitary, but I know that's the order right now.
I'm very excited about Harlem.
Exciting. Like exciting for you too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, for people that listen to the Super Shorts podcast that we have on iTunes and Spotify, I think it's available pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can actually get some background on Harlem because we have stories about her in the audio podcast, but the comic won't come out.
Katie knows something I don't know about the comics.
Thank you, sis. Yeah, I sent it. I sent it to Katie because I wanted her to be able to get kind of the mood and like what like what we're setting for. Solitary is definitely horror. Lumberjax has elements of it because it's the same universe. So, and I can't wait for people to see how it ties in together, because I'm each story is separate, but they're all tied in together. So
that sounds really cool. Quentin Rushing is here and says good evening, everyone. So thanks for joining us.
I know Quentin is excited about the free shit because he made a comment about that.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, I hope you like Lumberjax #1. Lumberjax it's just gonna it's a good entryway to kind of show you what what Lumberjax stands for, and gives you a little dabble of what he's struggling with, because I don't really get into his struggle, because I did the origin novel first, and I wanted to like try to strategize it so the people that have questions about things is like how he got his powers, and things like that. Those questions are answered in the origin novel, and I wanted them to read the comic and then be curious to get the answers from the origin novel. But we also are gonna, comic by comic, you learn more and more. And then we're also going to work on getting a source book done for Lumberjax too. So
fabulous. I love these. This is a poster set that you got going here. I freaking love this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
those
pretty.
are the 6x9s.
Look at it. I mean, I remember this guy.
Yeah, those are the 6x9s that people will be getting in their in the reward tiers. If you refresh it, you should see the colored version of Michael Watson's cover too, because I saw that it had the black and white up there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, that's Mike's. But it should be a color version up there if you refresh it. There it is.
Is that? Oh, there it is. Yep. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
when has Mike ever done something that isn't though? So
Mike has done this. So this is the second double cover, you know, where you cover the front and the back. But this one he did as a so I don't know who already follows. Yeah, see, exactly. I don't know who already. Oh wow! See, there you go.
Yeah, shit with Surgeon, and now he's all into Surgeon. Yeah,
that's why Free Comic Book Day is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know who. If you know about FSK's universe, you know there's a comic in there called Emerald Quest that he I think they did their first Kickstarter for Emerald Quest last year. So Lumberjax and Ace Blade.
I'm like, give me my book already. Is Emerald Quest affected by the great paper shortage of 2022 now, or 2021 and 2022?
More than likely. I think
that shit too. We're stuck with it.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of people that are being hit by that.
Just so that everybody knows, it's like it's not one of us. It's not one of us not getting our shit done and trying to make up excuses. Like literally all of us indie creators, we're dealing with this. Where the hell is the paper? Like shoot, I'm about ready to go out there and just like grab the newspapers from the trash can and like make our own paper out of it. Jesus, it's getting ridiculous.
Marvel and DC are struggling with it too. Mike. So I mean, for this cover, Mike did. So you know about Emerald Quest, and for those who don't, you should definitely go to FSK's site and see if they put that up there. I don't think they did because they'll be in paper shortage, but. Lumberjax and Ace Blade are actually going to be in Emerald Quest in that universe. So this is going to be a variant. What do they call it? Like the when we put the title up there. What is it?
Oh. I thought you meant like the multiverse.
Yeah, it is. It's a multiversal idea. So it's going to be their version of Lumberjax and Ace Blade. That's why you see Lumberjax looks like he literally just killed a leopard out in the field somewhere, and Ace Blade has all of his nipples out. So
I didn't even see. Okay. Now I gotta go back. Let me make it bigger.
Yeah, if you zoom in, you will see very clearly that Ace Blade's nipples.
All the nipples. Out. No, you ain't joking. That's all the
all
nipples.
The nipples.
Where the hell they go? Come back. There it is.
Yeah, all the nipples. And Lumberjax is showing his leg cleavage, you know what I'm saying? So like you know that this is a different universe. But you see Jax doesn't actually, his nipples aren't showing, but he actually doesn't have on a shirt either. So but this is the variation. Mike killed this because he actually drew this live on Chat and Draw last Monday when we launched. So yeah, he is extremely competitive about this cover thing right now. Like y'all don't even understand.
Lori and I don't know.
I see. That's what I'm saying, Katie. I don't know. I don't know if Mike
Lumberjax nipples.
I don't know if Mike was just hating, and that's why he didn't put Lumberjack's nipples out. I don't know if the necklace. So his necklace's name is Inakori. I don't know if he just had the necklace covering him up because he felt like Lumberjacks would be approved. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
They're too powerful. We couldn't show them.
That's true. That's true.
And I mean, he does get that bitchin', what is that, bearskin cloak thing happening there? That's a nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. The cover contest should be serious because Mike is very, very serious about this. Is that the adult only tier? See, I'm trying to be good. I don't know.
Katie's got her sassy pants on today, doesn't she?
I'm trying to be good. I don't know. I don't know what to expect anymore. I just know that Mike is very competitive about these covers and like who sells the most covers. Like he called me last night on 11. He wasn't on 10. He was on 11. Hype about the cover, and he hadn't even seen the colors yet. He just wants to go at it with the other, not in a bad way, you know what I'm saying? But like he saw Kanan White's cover and was like, oh, I got to step my game up, and you know what I mean? Like it just pushed him to a different level. So.
I gotta wonder how Mike thinks that any of us can compete with him. I mean, did you see this insane shit he's doing this year? Like, nobody can compete with that. Like, no, he's a machine. What is he even doing that he has the ability to get this done? Like, it's insane.
I have no idea. Yeah,
I mean, it's a fucking amazing idea, and. Yeah. I'm jealous that we didn't think of it first, but we never would have been able to pull it off, so it probably doesn't even matter. Oh my God, it's such a good idea.
The storyline that we've discussed for those characters in their universe, you know, because again, it's their twist on those characters. So the storyline that is there, number one, people that already know about Fourth Wall Comics always want to know who wins between Lumberjax and Ace Blade. In Emerald Quest, you will find out. So they are 100% going to fight. So, yeah, I promise you, the storyline is going to be bananas.
If you don't want to buy Emerald Quest for any other reason, you got to buy it to see if it's Ace Blade or Lumberjax. So, like, you heard it from here first, you guys. You got to know. You got to do it
tonight.
Should we give away the free shit? Since we're halfway through,
let's do it. Do it. Let's do it. Okay, here's your free shit QR. And I got a free shit banner here somewhere. There it is. Free shit banner. So if you can't scan the QR code, go to that uhstudios.com/free shit.
Yeah, and we're giving away Lumberjax number 1. So you can give Lumberjax a chance and read it and then back the campaign before it ends in 22 days. And we're also giving Elsewhere Volume 1, which is the first volume of our anthology that we're kickstarting next week, which is like 150 page. It's like 150 pages of indie creators making cool shit. So you're getting a lot of content for free. Go grab it and enjoy it, and then back to Lumberjax Kickstarter, and then next week back to Elsewhere 3 Kickstarter. And
that's amazing. That is a lot of free stuff, bro.
We have a comment here from Brian J. Lambert saying, plus you're buying because Brian Lambert is writing this epic battle, which I forgot. I'm sorry.
I did not know Brian was here. Yes, he is correct. But I will go ahead and put it out there because Brian is writing it. We already know what's going to happen. So Brian hates me. So I'm 251% sure that he's going to have Lumberjacks dying some type of terrible death by probably a lot of people, to be honest with you.
This seems a little unfair at this point now.
I agree. I felt the same way, but there's nothing I can do about it.
But okay, the important question is, will there be nipples?
Of course there'll be nipples.
We want nipples.
Michael, see, I told you. I told you. You guys thought I was making it up. I told you. He's definitely gonna kill him. I have no doubt about it.
Oh, he is roasting Lumberjacks. Roasting.
A single small mouse, eh? Okay. Don't worry about it. Wait till this crossover comes, buddy. Wait till that happens. I got something for it. Okay. I got something for it.
Yeah, he's gonna step on a Lego and he's just gonna die. Right?
Wow. Wow. Lori, I thought we were.
No.
Oh man. Betrayed by
Ryan says the power of nipples is the deciding factor. So there you go.
Bro, look at Lumberjacks. His nipples are super powerful. Do you not see that? I mean, I know you can't see the nipples.
Wrong.
Cut glass. He could cut glass.
Imagine his nipples. Are you serious? Do you see that big chain he's wearing?
They're so amazing that they had to be covered with the bearskin cloak.
Exactly. He literally just killed that leopard just to cover his nipples for your sake.
So
Yeah,
it's like a Cyclops scenario where like if he moves the cloak, like laser beams come out.
Yeah, I'm
just
thinking something like
everybody's getting decapitated by the nipples unless he keeps the cloak on.
that's
That's
what I'm
what
thinking.
controls it.
Hey, listen, what you want from me, man? I was good. Okay, I made it a whole 30 minutes, and I've not said anything. You know what I mean? Crazy or anything like that. I've not. I've been good.
I mean,
So
to be fair, you are the one who brought up nipples.
was I? Oh, I was. God damn
Yeah,
it.
you did. You did.
We did. You started
We
it.
had to make, yeah, we had to, like Ace Blade has his nipples out. Like, man.
I always lose, man. I don't understand.
I mean, in your defense, though, it wasn't meant to be a naughty thing. You were just pointing out a fact, which was very factual.
Correct. That's correct. Phrases I will
Javon is
never.
not surprised.
I hate you guys.
All right. I hope everybody who wanted to click that link there or scan the QR code has scanned because we're going back.
We can just leave the link up if you want.
Yeah, like the link is good for at least until the next free comic book day, right? So like you can get your Lumberjax. Now see, I've got talking about Ace Blade, and now I got Ace Blade in my brains. But yeah, you can get your Lumberjax for at least a week or two. So, but after, like it's one of those things when it's gone, it's gone. So
daggone right.
Do not wait.
No, there's no point in waiting.
Oh,
that is
Katie made it naughty. See that?
See, thank you, Kate. I love my sister so
Katie's
much. She be taking up for me, man.
We'll blame it on Katie because she's in a different time zone.
Yeah, Lori don't love me no more. I thought she was gonna. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I hope people enjoy it. I didn't mean to bring up Ace Blade's nipples.
Is Danny still in the chat? I'm surprised he hasn't commented about it.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's been a few minutes since he said anything though, so maybe
I mean, Danny's actually the one that brought it up on Chat and Draw. He was like, "Why are his nipples out?" And Mike was like, "I mean, it's a different universe." Wow.
Did y'all see that the 3 Batmans, actually 4 Batmans, they're on Hulu right now?
No,
I was just watching Batman. Yeah, they just put it out.
Like all of the Batman series?
Yeah, the beginning of what is this month? February. They put out the original, the 2 Keaton Batmans and the Kilmer Batman one and the Clooney Batman one. So they're all, I think it's Hulu. Anyway, they're on a platform and you can go watch. I was watching the second one, the one with Michelle Pfeiffer. It's like literally right before
I watched them
today, so
but the Michael Keaton ones are actually good. But Batman and Robin I watch because it's just so bad that it's entertaining.
Yeah, I can't.
It's so bad. No, like it's camp. That's at that point you're watching it because it's camp, not because it's a Batman movie, but because it's camp. But like the Keaton Batman are so good.
I'm trying to think of what movies I watched that are campy. Like they're very terrible, and that's why I watch it. Whoa. That's debatable.
No, I agree with Javon. That's correct.
Yeah, I agree with him too. Like, yeah, it's no. Keaton is, yeah.
So this is gonna be one of those.
I haven't seen Pat Bat yet, so I don't know. Maybe Pat Bat's better.
Keaton's the best one, man. Like, what's his face has laryngitis the whole fucking time. Like, I'm so done with him. He's terrible.
I can't disagree with that. Okay, you might be right. I think those are just the best Batman movies. Maybe that's what it is. Brad, why is everybody turning on me tonight? What is this? What is this?
Well, I would have to agree with that comment though. That though it's just not so much that maybe it's not so much that Keaton is the best Batman, which I do believe personally, but maybe it's just that those Batman movies were just better. Like they were just.
I think if Keaton was in Dark Knight, that you might be. I did love Mike. There was only one Batman before old buddy took it over, and I do think it might be more I didn't really love him as Batman. Those movies are just phenomenal. So maybe you're right. Affleck had potential to be the best, but they messed it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're reaching, Mike, Brian. I think you're reaching really hard, like Mr. Fantastic hard.
I had trouble with Ben Affleck because like he walks out and he's just literally a rectangle. Like he's just it was
wow.
like
well, that's bad costume design as much as anything. Like it's not that
yeah.
part was,
I don't think it's Ben Affleck's fault. I think they designed the costume in a way to make him look like a refrigerator, and like I just don't like. It's just it took me out of the movie immediately.
and
like,
that sucks. Like when it's something that should be as big, like. There are times when the costume choice has got to be difficult, and I understand that, and I respect that, and I appreciate. But Batman is not one of those times. We know what Batman is supposed to look like, and when you fuck it up, then like, how do you even show your face in public anymore? Like, how do you fuck Batman?
I don't know. I mean, I think it didn't help that. You know what? You know what? It's okay. It's an alternate universe. I don't care. You know what? You're not about to steal my joy on this show tonight, okay? I'm just not gonna let you do it. That's what's not gonna happen. You can go to hell, Brian. Keaton, I might agree. Keaton, he was definitely the best Batman until those movies came out, and I think it might just be that those movies are the best to me, and that's why I think about it that way. Because Jack Nicklaus's Joker was the only Joker. So you know what I'm saying? Before he left.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one who thinks that, because I saw Heath Ledger as Joker and I cannot deny that he was amazing in that role. However, Nicholson was better. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that Ledger wasn't amazing, because he was, but Nicholson.
For me, if I have to pick between the two, I'm taking Heath, but it's not because Joaquin Phoenix, like I knew when they announced that Joaquin Phoenix was going to play the Joker that he was going to destroy that role. Like I knew he would destroy it, and he did.
How shitty am I that I still haven't seen that movie?
Yeah, you should probably watch it. Yeah,
I know, and I want to, because I have a very unhealthy love for Joaquin Phoenix. Like I watched that Village movie. Like that's how much I love him.
Okay.
Which actually, I don't think that movie was that bad, but like we're getting off topic way badly here.
Well, this might ruin him for you because he's like an incel in it, but like he does a really good job. But he's scary. Like he's phenomenal.
Yeah, I've heard all good things about his Joker too. So, and yeah, like it's not like I don't have anything negative to say about his Joker, or like I have seen Heath Ledger's Joker. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I just think somebody has to, like, there's always going to be somebody better. In this case, Nicholson.
I mean, you're not the only person to feel that way. There's other people out there that feel like Nicholson's still the best. There's some people that say the guy they used to play him on the TV show. What's his name? It's escaping me right now.
Oh shit! The 60s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you're going animated, like Mark Hamill. But,
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like nobody else is the voice of the Joker. Like that ain't. But yeah. Oh, I don't remember his name either.
I can't think of his name right now. Is it Cesar Romero?
I used to come home from school and like we would walk to our grandma's house, which we lived in the middle of the country, so that was fun. Walk to my granny's house, and yeah, Brian says it's Cesar Romero, and and like I would go down there because right after school, right after we got out of school, the Batman show was on, and so like I had to watch Batman.
Yeah,
I didn't even understand what a nerddom that was, and when I was a little kid too, like
I had so many nerd moments when I was a kid and didn't realize I was nerdy. I used to rush on to watch Power Rangers. I used to rush on to watch Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. I watch Batman animated series all the time, but I didn't watch. So I get, the guys pick on me all the time because I didn't watch Conan the Barbarian and like G.I. Joe, Thundercats. I have no knowledge of any of that stuff at all.
G.I. Joe was not a fan of G.I.
Joe. Yeah, I'm still not. I think you know how some shows you can watch now and you look back and you're like, this show is still amazing. I don't think there's any way possible you can go back and watch G.I. Joe and look at that and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? This show's still amazing. I just don't think you can do it. Batman the animated series will be that forever. Like that's one of the best cartoons ever. Like we're literally doing best cartoons of all time tomorrow on the show, and you know,
I saw when you were posting about that, and I was like, I cannot, I just physically cannot bring myself to utter what I think is the best cartoon because there's just so many.
As long as it's like My Little Pony or something.
Hey, what the fuck is wrong with My Little Pony?
If
My Little Pony.
If you put My Little Pony number 1 on your list, I need you to burn it wherever you put that list.
My Little Pony's not number 1, but like, and if it makes it any better, my Little Pony's on my list of favorite cartoons. It's the 80s one, the 80s pony shows, not the new stuff. And I was never into the cartoons, the shows. It was more the movies, and I was never into that as much as I was into the toys. I was into the My Little Pony. I'm still into the My Little Pony toys. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's y'all probably know that about me anyways. I like My Little Pony toys. I have one right here. Look.
As long as it's not in your top 5, that's all.
Brian is giving me shit because I told him today that I haven't seen the Goonies.
I haven't
seen the Goonies?
I think
my father traumatized, like my childhood would not have been complete if my father had not traumatized me with that fucking movie when I was way too young to see it.
I blame it on being Canadian. I don't think it was a thing there.
Okay, that's fair.
I think. So I have not seen it.
What is the Goonies about?
All I know is there's kids in it and there's a fat kid that everyone makes fun of. That's all I know.
There's and it's got some pretty insensitive stuff about, like, you know, when we saw it at the time we didn't think anything of it, but then we look back and it's like, yeah, you shouldn't make fun of disabled people. And it was like I oh god, I don't even remember it. They come across a big like chest of gold, like it's literal pirate's treasure or something at the end. But I cannot remember. See, now that you put me on the spot, I cannot for the life of me remember the fucking storyline. Like, what is
that? Sounds like the Leprechaun. I don't know if I've seen the Goonies either. But I mean, Brian expects.
Maybe we need to do another movie episode where Lori and Morgan and I watch the Goonies and then talk about it. We do have a lot of spaces to fill for 2022. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, I'm in. I'll download it and start talking trash right now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be.
Guido asked if we want to talk about Care Bears, and Javon says Care Bears is the bomb.
Care Bears was.
What did you say?
I'm
so glad I can't see these comments. I'm so glad I can't see these comments.
It's okay. We can make sure that you see them.
Javon, stop it. Stop it. What did you just say, Morgan? Well, as long as everybody sees this threat from this hooligan, you know, I expect nothing less from you.
Our show is going to get confiscated by the FBI, isn't it?
Javon, we can let you on
state lines now, so this is federal jurisdiction now.
I'm not a snitch, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just saying it was on the screen. I didn't say it. Lucky they aren't letting me on the show. For what? What are you gonna argue about? The Care Bears was great? Is that the argument you want to have right now? That Care Bears is awesome? Is really?
All right. Javon, put a pin in this because we're gonna talk about this shit later because Morgan is wrong. Morgan, you are wrong.
Care Bears is not great.
It's a great movie.
Oh God.
To be fair, I don't think I've seen it since I was a kid, so maybe I don't think that anymore. But.
God, next thing we're gonna be talking about, like,
we need to duct tape Morgan to a chair and make him watch the Care Bears movie and then the My Little Pony movie with the schmooze, which Katie's probably the only one who has a shot in hell of knowing what the hell I'm talking about as far as like the My Little Pony nerd hole that you can fall into.
That sounds like one of the most torturous things I've ever heard in my life. I don't. There's no world that I want any of that smoke at all. Please don't do that.
Oh,
I already
man.
have to talk to Divine once
How
a week.
embarrassed would this guy be if he watched it secretly and liked it?
No.
Would you admit it if you watched that movie and you liked it? Would you admit it? Would you admit you were wrong?
To who?
Who
Who do I have to admit it?
Personally, because I'm the one who said that the My Little Pony movie is good.
I would admit it.
It's not great. It's a kids movie, so obviously, like, the story is a piece of shit. But like, it's a fun movie.
But you guys said it was great, so
it is. It is. It's a good movie.
No, it's not. You just said it. You just said it's not because it's a kids movie.
It's one of those ones that it's good. I mean, all kids stuff that's geared towards kids, not meant for adults. Like, it's not going to be good, compelling in the way that The Dark Knight is, but it's
Frozen's
still good.
great. Frozen's great. SpongeBob's great.
No, Frozen's not great. Tangled is great. Get out of here with your Frozen.
Did you just say Frozen is great?
Moana's great.
Oh,
Okay, Moana is great.
Moana is great.
Moana's
Yes,
great.
Moana's
Lion King's great.
The Lion King is amazing. What was
fine.
that?
Frozen is great. Come on, man.
No, Frozen is like one of those movies that it's visually stunning. I will not deny that if you put it on mute and watch it, it's beautiful. But like then you listen to the story and the like what's actually going on, and it's like 5 different people wrote 5 different stories and then they mashed them all together. And then they rewrote that story over and over and over again. Like it's so bad. It's bad.
People treat me the way they do because I'm dark skinned. That's why, I mean, Transformers 1985 is great. I can't speak on it. I have no recollection. I got nothing for that. So I can't argue with you, Juice. What I can't argue about is Care Bears. There's no way in hell. There's just no way. Like Backyardigans is great. Since we're talking about like really weird kids shows, like Backyardigans is great. Like that's
we managed to stay on the topic of Lumberjacks and stuff for like the whole first half, which is pretty good for us.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I mean, I have a show, so I'm happy to talk. I don't care what random stuff. It makes me no difference at all.
We did our due diligence. We talked about all the stuff we needed to, so we can go ahead for the next 10 minutes or so. Yeah, we got 10 more minutes.
Well, if anyone is new to the chat, Morgan is running the Kickstarter for Lumberjacks 1 to 3. So if you haven't backed it, you should.
Yeah, we'll pop that link in the comments again. Yeah, so that it's kind of in there, peppered in there. Because yes, thank you, Laurie. Because yeah, that gets lost sometimes. But otherwise, you can just you have a Facebook page like for your comic company, right? Your comic studio, right? Is it at Fourth Wall?
Yeah, I mean, well, you can just go to I'll type it in the private.
I can never find what I'm looking for, like the moment that I want it. But yeah, if you and I know I know that if you type in Lumberjacks and you don't misspell it in the Kickstarter search bar, you're also going to find it. Even if you spell it like the way that Lumberjacks is spelled in the dictionary, you're probably still going to find it pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not sure if you want to back it, we're giving Lumberjacks #1 away at that link, uhstudios.com/free shit. And we're also giving away Elsewhere Volume 1. So like all in all, it's like, I don't know, it's almost 200 pages of comics for free.
That's 172 pages of comic greatness.
Yes.
Well, I hope you think it's comic greatness. I don't know. I mean, if you don't, then fight me. If you do, then go ahead,
Yeah.
Skip.
Oh, well, I was just thinking we should still. You wanted to show the stuff from John, the art from John.
Yeah. So what I do for each volume of Elsewhere is we get a cool piece of art to use in the table of contents. And John Kutzer, who is the artist for Power Broker, of course, he's also a painter and he loves to paint. So I just tell him, do whatever you want, just put a badass chick on it, and then he just makes things. So this is what he made for Elsewhere 3. I thought we could show it off.
Find it.
Are you showing it off or am I showing it off?
I got it. I got it. I mean, how fucking amazing is that?
That looks like something I need to put it in the Lumberjacks. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, I mean,
This is in
you know who
Elsewhere?
did it also.
This
This is just going to be, it's going to be the art for the table of contents. And then we're also going to, it's going to be a print that we give away on the Kickstarter.
dope. And he painted this?
He did, yeah.
That's freaking amazing. I keep telling artists, man, like if I could, there's a reason that I was not given the gift of drawing, because if I could draw or paint, I promise you, nobody would by my first name. Like, it would be so bad. I wouldn't even talk to people. I like write notes. It would, like, if I could, man, I just wouldn't speak. I talk about myself in third person. All the like snobby, terrible things that people do to other people, I do all of that. So it's not it was in my best interest not to get that talent.
You'd be like the ultimate eccentric
Absolutely.
artist. Yeah.
I wear
But yeah,
ridiculous
John
clothes.
sent me this and I just couldn't believe it. I had to show it off. It's so damn
Yeah,
cool.
it's gorgeous. I can't wait to have like an actual print of it. And I don't know. I mean, it's coming in as a mini print, right? It's not going to be like a full 11 by 17 or anything. But I'm sitting here going like, I want to get like a special copy for myself because I got some blank space on the wall yet.
We have connections. We can do that.
I still though I've been wanting for like how many years has it been since Super issue 6 that we had the Night of the Living Dead thing, and I helped make that, remember? And I wanted to get like a full on like 26 by 30 something poster, like a full on movie size poster printed, just because like how fucking cool would that be to see? And I was like, I like the logistics on that were going to be difficult because I didn't know how to frame it once I got it printed.
Oh,
that
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Like printing it's no problem, but framing it afterwards, like I would have to build a frame, and I'm lazy and I don't wanna.
That's
I mean,
not lazy.
it's not that I don't have I have the ability and the skills, the knowledge to do so, but I don't wanna.
That's not lazy. It's just like it's selective attention giving.
So, well, I mean, I it is on my list of things to do. So, and I also know where I would put it either. Like there's not like it's a huge, that would be huge, and I'd need a huge wall space. So,
and right behind where you are right now. It's perfect.
Well, yeah, but then where would we put the Arthur? The Queen Arthur. You guys can't see it.
No, we can't see this.
Queen Arthur.
You could slide it a little bit and just put it right beside it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 11 by 17, right?
There you go.
I get it. That's good enough. That's good enough.
Do we need to like bring John on so you guys can have this shit out? Like, what is
yeah,
going
no,
on
we
here?
need to. We need to have Javon on to. We need to talk
where's
about
the link? Can I have the link? I can just give it to him. Where is it?
I'm literally not even commenting on what it is. I have nothing to say about it at all.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm actually I'm happy that I've been able to not like I haven't gone off the rails at all. Like this is great. This actually feels good. It feels good. I'm not, because nipple thing, I didn't even like make it a thing really. I didn't say it, Katie.
No, you were being honest and totally innocent with that comment. Like it was just literally to point out that his nips were out. Like that. It was no, Katie was right. It was everybody else who made it dirty.
And I only did it because Danny did it. Danny pointed it out. So
we can blame all this on Danny. Like that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I blame everything.
It's all Danny's fault.
100%. I agree with that. Actually, no, I'm more comfortable blaming it on Brian.
Brian, that's good too. Like he's not on the show to defend himself, so we're good.
Exactly.
I also, Lori, I forgot. Like, this is why I pulled down the Bucky, because the Bucky was gonna go here somewhere too. Yeah, good. Down. There we go.
There it is. There
Bucky
it
was
is.
going somewhere up here.
That was-
and I love him.
That was correctly answered.
When I got that, okay, so the story time about the Bucky painting is that Lori had Katie do it for me.
You're right, Katie. You sure can.
Nice.
I will support you, sis. I will support it.
Lori had Katie paint this cat picture for me for a Christmas present. Was it a year ago or 2 years ago? But yeah, it was a fairly recent as far as Christmases go. But I got it in the mail and I knew nothing of anything. I had no idea it was coming. It just showed up one day, and I was like, "What? I didn't order anything. What is this?" And so I opened it up, and this painting here, this print of the painting, and I'm like, I swear to God, my brain jammed into neutral so fucking fast, because I'm like, it's like the picture, because it's like this. I'm not even joking. The photograph that this is based on is exactly like this, except I was looking at it going, this is exactly like the picture. There's no difference, except that like all the junk and shit that was on my counter behind the little pan was all gone. And I was like, I don't understand what's going on here. Like, it looks like it looks like a photograph, but I can't tell what's. And then finally, Lori's like, did it come? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then she tells me what's going on. And I was like, oh, you have no idea how much that messed up my brain. Like, I thought I was going crazy, because that's how good of a painter Katie is. And obviously that's how good of a friend is that Lori got that for me from her, like had that all arranged. That was, and because like this is a cat who passed away of cancer. Like, he was only like 5 years old, so it was very sad. And we all like, everybody loved Bucky pictures and stuff. So like it was very appropriate picture, but also like I got seriously, I got it, and I was like, it's like she erased she got into Photoshop and erased everything in the background and then printed it on a canvas. What the hell's going on here? Like, I was so confused.
Katie is phenomenal.
Yeah, she is. So
yeah, I've seen her do deer paintings and birds and all. I mean, when she does nature stuff, I mean, she blew my brain when she surprised me with a sketch of me and Lumberjax's necklace on a quarry. I think I was on Moana's show, and they surprised me with, and I was like, it's very hard to surprise me, and I was like genuinely like shocked. I thanked her like 20 times that night. It was insane.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I was so excited about that.
Oh yeah, it was so cool. Yeah, and I think like Katie literally must have shown everybody except you. Like, everybody knew the surprise except for you, and we were all.
I hate it and love it at the same time. I'm very glad that nobody told me, but that was like one of the best surprises I've had in a long time, because again, she's great. So like it looks amazing. And then I got like the time lapse of her drawing it. I was like, bro, this is wow. You know what I mean? So Katie, thank you, man.
She did a sketch of me. Like, I don't think it was a completely finished piece like it was, like yours was, but she did one of mine, and I was like, oh my God, it looks exactly like, she even had this fucking scar here that I've got. Like, she had that in there, and I was like, how do you even see that on the live stream? Because she literally had a screenshot of my face as a reference. And she did that one of Moana. And did you do one of Dana as well, Katie? I don't remember. Yeah, it was like, and it was like, oh my God, it's like you took a photograph and made it sepia. So okay, are you guys ready for this shit? Because like Javon's here.
Oh,
are you
God.
ready? We're gonna have a really quick mini showdown here, mini throwdown, because
everybody. Listen, I'm just gonna come on and say congratulations to my boy Morgan on the Lumberjax Kickstarter. I am proud of him to know his story from where he came to what he is now. You know, it's hard doing comics. It's hard to get in this industry. And, you know, from a man that had no experience to now, man, he's done amazing work. So he's my brother. He's my top 5 brother in arms. and I appreciate our work and our going on this journey together. Yeah, I thought I was gonna say that, did you? You was expecting something else, weren't you?
Morgan certainly was.
I'm still not responding. This is
Y'all see what I deal with, right?
this is a Jedi mind trick, and he's setting me up for something, and I don't know what it is yet. So
They got 2 minutes in the show. What can I do?
That is why I'm concerned.
Are you guys going to talk tomorrow about Care Bears now? Because like I feel like it needs to be done. You're talking about cartoons and like.
I might not be on. I might not be on tomorrow's show, or I might only be on for half of it. I actually have an interview, so. But they gonna be on my podcast on Thursday, a Stoke podcast. Danny and Morgan. I have promised to be on my best behavior on this show.
That won't work.
Unless
that's only a strong promise if we know what your best behavior actually is. Like, do we have a baseline for this?
If you watch my show, I'm on my best behavior on my show. I'm on my best behavior in top 5. He provokes me all the time.
Oh, so it's your fault, Morgan.
I provoke you, sir?
Yeah, very much so.
Why is everything always my fault?
It's definitely your
Honey,
fault.
defend me.
I just came on. I just came on to get this man his props. We can argue tomorrow, but I definitely have to give him his props. And
we can do a special Care Bears episode too. Like
we don't need to argue. We don't need to argue today. But it was a pleasure talking to you, ladies. Hopefully, y'all can invite me on at some point. But
I'm surprised you haven't been on yet. Like, how has that not happened? How did we? That's a huge oversight that needs correcting.
Okay.
So yeah, you get in touch with one of us or both of us or whatever. But like when we're done here, we need to figure this out.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out.
Happened. It should like
don't talk to Lori without talking to me. I'm not. That's not.
I have come on and been nothing but complimentary to this man, and
I'm just helping you. I'm just helping you know what the protocol is. Like, just don't.
Wow.
Talk to me, and I'll talk to Lori.
Y'all have a good evening. Lori and Sarah will be in touch. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good night, and thanks for showing up here, for popping in. Oh, that wasn't as bad as you were expecting, was it?
Which is why I expect a nuclear bomb to hit my house.
Yeah, you seem very suspicious. You do. I mean, like suspicion, like that's literally on your face, like suspicion.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm afraid. I'm concerned a little bit. I won't lie about it.
Well, that's fair. You know better than I do, so that's fair.
Yeah, something's around the corner, and I just don't know what it is yet, and that's okay.
He's saving it up.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's coming on tomorrow's show. Like he said he's gonna be off, but he might just show up with like who knows.
He did say he might come on for half. So
he's gonna show up and be like, all 5 of my top 5 are Care Bears.
Yeah. Just so
everybody
can see all my stuff.
Oh, I will die happy if that happens.
I'm not. I just said I'm suspicious. I can't help my suspicion that something bad is going to happen. I don't know what you're planning. I just know that something ain't right.
Well, we can. So I guess we can wrap it up so that you don't have to, so that Javon doesn't have to worry about us talking any more shit about him, or I guess you talking shit about him because that's who he's worried about, right?
I'm gonna do it anyway.
And we are past our hour mark here, so we're good. But I had things to say and then they went away. So next week. So before we go, that I want the last your final thoughts and stuff about your Lumberjax, and tell people one last time where they can find it. But like next week, we are on Monday at our usual time, and then we have like the next week is a double episode week because we're doing the regular Monday show and then we're doing the Kickstarter Tuesday show. And so Monday, we're going to talk about relationships because it's Valentine's Day. So we have to talk about Valentine's Day shit. And Morgan, I think you said you were coming I need to try and get Moana on to defend Carla because I know that shit is going to be said about Carla. And Mike is not going to be able to come here and defend anything about anybody. So if we're really lucky, maybe he can pop in for a little bit. But
I may not say anything about Carla. You never know.
And
know.
I know I think Katie is still coming. Katie's actually coming to be on the show.
Oh snap!
We had our the story that she and I wrote last year for Elsewhere.
I loved it.
Was a very thank you. I love that you loved it. I was like going strong writing like 75% of that thing, and then I just like I don't know how to finish this bullshit, and I had a really bad ending. And Kate, if it weren't for Katie, we wouldn't have had a good ending at all. It would have been a garbage ending. So Katie did most of the work. Like I feel like she did all the art. I just did I created the story. I did the I came up with the idea, and I did the letters, and I did the dialogue. I wrote the dialogue, but like if it weren't for Katie, that story wouldn't even have happened. Yes, we do. Katie says we need to write another one. We need to do something else. And blow Morgan's mind again, apparently.
I said that. I mean, I'm disappointed in myself because I forgot to submit for
volume 3.
Yeah, I forgot to submit for that crap, and I'm so pissed.
We'll have to keep on you about doing for next year, because volume 4 is coming now.
Yeah. I should have put it in solitary. It was perfect for that, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
Not live and you learn. But
we'll get it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
So Morgan, you're coming back next week with us to talk about relationships in the comics, and I think you said you had something to talk about with your own stuff as far as relationship goes. Mm-hmm. Katie's going to come, and we're going to talk a little bit about the relationship in Seeker, because it's very ambiguous. We don't know exactly what kind of relationship they have, so that seems like a good one for that. We might get some more guests on between now and then, but that's what our topic's going to be. And then of course Tuesday 5 p.m. Eastern, Elsewhere 3 live stream launch party. Don't miss it. We're going to have some creators on for that contributed, including myself. I have one that I did like 100% by myself, and I'm so excited about it because so far nobody has said it sucked. So
no, it's awesome.
I'm happy about it.
If Lori said it's awesome, I trust it, because she would definitely say if it wasn't.
Well, like it's one of those things where you think you have a good idea, but you're not really sure until you get somebody else's feedback on it.
100%.
And Lori and I had a couple people's feedback, and apparently I went into a dark place with this shit. So it's 2 pages long, and I went into a dark place with it. So but I'm more impressed with the fact that I was able to make passable art. So that's where I was like, normally that's not. It takes me forever to get decent looking stuff. So I was excited about that too. But I keep talking about my own shit now. So yeah, Monday, Valentine's Day episode. Tuesday, Kickstarter live stream launch party. Don't miss it, because it's going to be fun. We're going to have all those creators on. And maybe John will show his elusive face. Perhaps with a sword or two, because
I have not talked to John in a while, so that would be great. Well, not online.
Yeah, we haven't. Well, yeah, we haven't had John on. Like John doesn't. He doesn't. I don't know. I don't know how he feels about the live streams, but like he likes guided, or not guided, but like he likes conversations like that have a good deep pool of information to talk about. It's like, and we still do need to make that John and John talk about swords episode too, because that'll be a fun one too. But anyway, Morgan, one last pitch for Lumberjax. Why should people pack back your thing?
I mean, if you're into a character that has a evolving story that is grounded but also driving towards a place of discovery, this one is titled Destiny by any means, because it's him having to face his trauma, his past trauma, and having to figure out, how he's going to overcome it, because other people's lives depend on it. And a lot of times I think in our lives, we don't realize how much other people are watching us and actually depend on the decisions that we make ourselves. And that is where Jax is at in this arc. And I'm very excited for people to see how it starts. And because the preacher is a diabolical, terrible person. And I hope that people enjoy the preacher, because I definitely have a spin coming for him. in this comic that I hope people enjoy, and I'm very excited to see what people think.
I'm excited too. I don't know if I backed it yet, but I will do that before it ends. So
Okay.
yes. And yeah, if you want to read Lumberjax 1, uhstudios.com/free shit, you get free digital copy of it. So if you're curious, but you're not sure you want to commit with the money, now's your chance. And
Absolutely.
also Elsewhere Volume 1 is on there too. So, huge pile of free stuff here. So definitely take advantage of that. And yeah, did I get everything? Are we there? Good enough?
So. I think we're good.
All right. Well, thank you, Morgan. Thank you so much for coming. I am super excited for your Kickstarter. I'm so glad you guys made goal so fast, because that is like the most anxiety-inducing part of the Kickstarter process. Is like, is it going to make goal?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, and Devon pointed out, don't forget Top 5 Live tomorrow. That's Morgan's.
Yeah, Top 5 Live tomorrow night. We're doing the top 5 cartoons of all time. We're excluding anime for this list because anime is such a huge section of its own. So, we're talking about all cartoons. We're talking about from Tom and Jerry to Family Guy. From we're spanning all of it, as long as it's not anime. And I'll say it again. If there's one cartoon that if it's not on your list, I need you to, if you put your list in your phone, burn your phone. If you put it in a tablet, burn your tablet. Wherever you wrote your list down, if this show is not on your list, and I'll say it tomorrow, just don't come. Just burn your list. I won't fuss at you tomorrow. I'm just getting it out ahead of time today. Yeah, it will be an irrevocable mistake if it's not on there.
And yes, I am very more than happy to plug Devon's podcast as well. And Katie, thank you. I actually think I made a comment on your cartoon thing about Avatar: The Last Airbender and like whether or not people consider it an anime, because it's anime-esque, but technically it's an American-made content.
You did ask that.
I'm gonna have to make sure that I catch you guys live tomorrow if I can, because that's usually where I'm at. I have to catch you guys after you're done. But I gotta try and remember to get you live so I can hear it and contribute to the conversation.
That's a good question. I don't know if I would. That's a really good question. I don't know. We'll have to decide that tomorrow. I will say that I'm not going to count it based on what I'm doing for my list, because it's sketchy.
That's fair. And like I said, I'll try and get there live so that when you bring it up as like even discussing whether or not it's considered a cartoon versus an anime, that I can be a part of the conversation if I can. So, because I have words for that. I have things to say, especially about it being an amazing show, anime or not.
Just don't do the Little Ponies thing.
Fine. I won't say anything about My Little Ponies. God.
Yes. Thank God.
But so answer me this though. Are the toys okay? Are you accepting that I'd have the My Little Pony toys in that?
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with it.
I customize them too. I actually, that was how I got back into them when I was an adult, was because I customized them.
If people can collect, postage stamps and bottle caps and bullets and rocks, people literally collect rocks. So, I mean, if you can collect rocks and that's acceptable, it'd be ridiculous to say that, collecting.
Well, apparently rocks are an adult thing to collect, so. Adult.
Define adult. Congress
right, exactly.
It has no definition. You can't.
Congress is supposed to be, our American Congress is supposed to be full of adults, and they're
all so much older than any of us on the screen tonight, and yet somehow I feel like we are more mature.
Oh, there's no question.
and so much smarter to boot. So, all right. We have gone long. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, Morgan. Go back Lumberjax. UHstudios.com/free shit to get Lumberjax 1 and Elsewhere 1. And don't forget to watch Morgan's show tomorrow. Don't forget Javon's podcast on Thursday. Don't forget us on Monday and Tuesday next week. And have a wonderful nocturne. Have a good night. See you later. Bye, everybody.